Ladies and gentlemen, please don't mind us. We're gonna get started very, very shortly. We're gonna pull the curtains on life real quick, and we're gonna start this show. Hey, Kory, real quick, please let them know. See, things started with such hope. A new year in a room full of cheers with good folks. These things never last, and that's cliche. 2020 could be a movie, or better yet, a play on Broadway. I'm not trying to be silly. We're all shaking our heads, laying in the bed saying, really? This is life and we still gotta live it? Even though the prayers kept a secret, it turned to a pandemic. We carry a mask like a wallet or a purse. Most of artists can't rehearse. We were the first to lose jobs, and we've been robbed of some great perks. I could go on and treat it like the blues. Our kids in virtual school, and we still don't know the next move. The time will never slow, and the problems will surely grow. Oil prices hit record lows, while the economy stayed closed. See, the news comes and goes in a flash. We're all gonna remember where we were when Kobe Bryant passed in that crash. On the flip side, we saw the prayers get impeached. The NFL made a plea, but Derek Chauvin thought it was okay to take a life on one knee. But now the world is woke, and we all gotta believe. It's so beautiful to see a black woman elected as VP. Sports took a break, no more Sunday morning huddles. Then the NBA took a chance and started balling in a bubble. NASA and SpaceX sent a rocket to space, while the USPS slowed down to a snail's pace. If I can sum this all up, life truly ebbs and flows. From Kory, and I'm Word, we like to say, welcome to our show.
Brothers and sisters, peace be with you.
The natives of our land have for centuries struggled to just survive, never mind thrive.
Forgive us for believing that some people's lives matter more.
But this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope.
An officer's knee on his neck, we grieved for him.
Different nations and tribes, that we may come to know one another. This is the heart of the American dream.
Que tengamos en cuenta todos los aspectos de la enseñanza social de la Iglesia al considerarnos.
He asks you to make this nation as a safe nation.
That we are, despite all of our troubles, privileged to be able to make our voices known.
I need a moment to express how I'm feeling now. I'm in America and I just wanna feel proud. I just wanna feed every need of a lost child. I just wanna see all the greed in a trash pile. Sick of the violations, rewriting the rules due for this occasion. Yeah, it's been amazing, heavy anticipation, making a new way for some reconciliation. Now that's real and never cheap. This is for the heartbeat, a very hard week till we bring back Black Wall Street with a great feat. Put us on the same field, we just wanna go compete. Enough said, and that's a hard thing to say. Hard to live a day when you steady gotta pray just to have a little peace. Please put the gun away. I'm not another name dead on the concrete. Going for the top, and I'm taking me a high seat. I just wanna be a lead, nah, I'm never being brief. No time for being weak, see the path is never bleak. Think before you ever speak, freedom man, let it leak. Yeah, protest for the hopeless, there's no risk. I quote this, I won't quit, I won't sit. Marching, I'm so lit, no guns that don't click. You know this, attacking every angle so ferocious. Keep rising and keep riding, we all surviving. Know the private who's not abiding a new horizon. I just wanna cry less, look into the highest. We just want progress, everybody get blessed. Everybody get a test, COVID it never rests. Mask going through the mess, please in the unrest. Hard times come and go, but we need them. Bleed them what we lost for the cost of a reason. And we still get silence with a game full of cheats. Man, this is life, roll the dice if you wanna get freedom.
Well, it feels great to finally be making music. It's different doing it without an audience in person right now. I'm used to at least having my mom back there clapping somewhere. But it is a privilege and an honor to be here with everybody at the wonderful Philadelphia Episcopal Cathedral. Thank you guys so much at home for joining us. This is the first in what we hope to be many of the Concert for the Human Family series. We're really looking forward to getting to do these in person, hopefully sooner than later. And we'll tell you more about the concert series as we go along. I'm honored tonight to be joined by my friends Marcus Hill, Justin Smith, Haley Sullivan, James Whited, Sean Truskowski, and me being a Nashville resident who is a native Eastern Kentucky hillbilly from as deep in rural Appalachia as you can get without having to turn around. It is a real pleasure to be able to make music with my friend Wordsmith, a hip-hop artist from Baltimore who I'm a huge fan of. Wordsmith, thank you so much for jumping in on this with us.
Thank you. Definitely we're working with fate here because we met because I ended up on a country music bill. And maybe I shouldn't have been on it, maybe not. But bottom line is, you and I, we both saw something in one another. We both had that hunger to work with one another, and we saw common things in one another, though we had so many differences. So that's how this beautiful situation came into play.
It's funny how throughout the process of doing this, we've realized how surface level the differences are, and how what brings us together is the stuff that really matters. And while we've been writing for this record, everything that we've created is based on experience, or it's based on conversation, or it's based on the work that we've been able to follow along with the folks in the Episcopal Church in regards to reconciliation and strengthening communities. And this next song was written based on an email that I received from a dear family friend, is a really strong, driven, loving, passionate, successful woman who, like my mother and like your mother, somebody who I could point my daughter towards and say, look, you can do this. And it shouldn't be hard for you just because you're a woman. And so I passed the email along to you from Benita, and you added some perspective to it.
Definitely. You know, Benita, she was a strong, powerful, successful woman, but she represented hundreds of thousands of women around the world in that same position. So we had to come up with some of an anthem to pay homage to them.
Absolutely.
Hey Benita, wash away the haters and all the non-believers. Loving all the women in the world who will lead us. Treat them like a boss and we call that Benita. Hey Maria, wash away the haters and all the non-believers. Loving all the women in the world who will lead us. Treat them like a boss and we call that Maria. All the women by the millions, going 9 months just to carry our children out to the women. Who the boss in the building? I'm talking about you, so true with a feeling. Yo, Ramona's on deck. Gotta show love and respect with the rest. We don't wanna hear less, not a thing to contest. Oh, Rita don't play, she'll put you in check. No lie, gotta stay sharp. Gotta be true to the facts from the start. And a little bit of tough love, good for the heart. We include every woman, you're a piece to the part. You're the glue to the fam, you're the mom, you're the wife, you're the one we call Grams. If you don't know Benita, that's a woman with a plan. You could rise to the top, let's stand, give a hand. Hey Benita, wash away the haters and all the non-believers. Loving all the women in the world who will lead us. Treat them like a boss and we call that Benita. Hey Malika, wash away the haters and all the non-believers. Loving all the women in the world who will lead us. Treat them like a boss and we call that Malika. Hey Aaliyah, how you doing? Told me that you're busy, all the things you're pursuing. If I'm in the way, gotta say, get it moving. Never slow down, you can do it and it's proven. Never listen to the hate, we just wanna celebrate and dedicate. Wait, please take a bow, so proud when you're great and you live by the faith that it's gotta be fate. That's right. Tell it to the world, every woman who Benita, you're the beauty of a pearl. And I recommend Anita, let me give you this referral. You're the next role model to a lot of little girls. You're the glue to the fam, you're the mom, you're the wife, you're the one we call Grams. If you don't know Benita, that's a woman with a plan who can rise to the top. Let's stand, give a hand. Hey Benita, wash away the haters and all the non-believers. Loving all the women in the world who are leaders. Treat them like a boss and we call that Benita. Hey Benita, wash away the haters and all the non-believers. Loving all the women in the world who are leaders. You can put your name in the blank, you're the feature. This empty room. Now you got me feeling down, expose my open wounds. Now you take a hold of your life, take a hold of your life, it's on you. You got me lost in time, I hate this empty room. Now you got me feeling down, expose my open wounds. Now you take a hold of your life, take a hold of your life, it's on you. Let me see what I get when I try to be the nice guy. And this guy get all the loss and the heartbreak. I'll never miss, never open the wound when the pain still exists. But the hate penetrate, but the fake in a miss. I believe I can leave when I wish. No salt on the wound to the moon. This is bliss and that hope feeling like that very first kiss. I've been looking for a moment of silence in a world full of violence. Giving you guidance, I ain't talking no science. More compliance, don't treat me like y'all want more defiance. The world never waits for those that never speak up. Keep up, heal the souls for any breakup. Here for the ones who need a little shake up. Change your life and redo the whole makeup. You got me lost in time, I hate this empty room. Now you got me feeling down, expose my open wounds. Now you take a hold of your life, take a hold of your life, it's on you. You got me lost in time, I hate this empty room. Now you got me feeling down, expose my open wounds. Now you take a hold of your life, take a hold of your life, it's on you. I've been living with a ton of regrets. The respect that I want was lost like a bet, so I build from the ground up. Time I flex, I'ma tell my story through a brand new sketch. Any wound that I had been erased, no mess. Be true when I'm due success, and I'm so obsessed. Let it all manifest and reap the rewards of a life now blessed. Love and hate, it's time we dedicate all the energy we got to strengthen your face. Saw what you need, I'm reading your face. Saw when you quit, I'm here to embrace. Raise up and sharpen that pace. I'ma be that rock for your case. All love to each and every race. I'ma kill that doubt and give you good praise.
That's James White on the guitar. I think I sent that instrumental to you about 2 years ago, actually, and it was after one of the far too many mass shootings that had happened in a school. And the best way I know how to communicate how I feel about something is to play a piano. And a lot of times when I do that, and there's more to be said, Wordsmith is there, and hopefully that's vice versa. But I remember feeling really down about the fact that our national dialogue after one of those events was very focused over here on something that didn't seem as important when there were parents whose kids didn't come home from school. And I think that with last year, everybody being in lockdown and everything, those things that happen that are tragic, they've kind of taken a back seat to other things, but it's important that those things stay at the forefront, I think, of our conversation. So I appreciate you putting into words what those tragic scenes are like, and it's also got a message of healing in the middle of it. So. This next tune is my favorite tune that I've ever written. I'm from a county called Floyd County in eastern Kentucky. And East Kentucky, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, is largely known for the coal mining industry. Now, unfortunately, it's slowly becoming the absence of the coal mining industry. But I wrote this song for my grandfather, who, like a lot of folks, especially in his generation, they powered an entire nation for decades. And they did so at the cost of their health and their time with their families, and in some cases, their lives. And they did so with very little or for very little in return. And I think that folks like that are too often forgotten about. And so I wrote this song for him. And at the time of us recording this, Papaw has recently passed. And we're all really down about that, obviously, but I'm really excited and happy about the seat that I believe he has to watch this concert. And this is from my Papaw, Julius Mullins. It's called Song for Appalachia.
Live your life with an open mind. I hope it's time to bring this up. If the world's gonna make a change, we'll take the pain and raise it up. You got fight, better flex your rights. It's not alright, don't know what's up. Saying why, you wonder why. This is why we got no trust. You're so anti-rap, anti-rap with all these anti-facts. Hold that thought, let me run this back. You're so anti-race, anti-hate with all these anti-fakes. It's that time to show some faith. Let me say my piece, so OG, but the boy unique. I'll take a stand, you can have them seats. I'm anti-fake when you want that beef, anti-hate when you need relief. I'm anti-man, let me show my teeth. Anti-threat when the talk is cheap. I'm anti-sleep when I'm zoning deep. Yeah, I'm anti-chill. I got mouths I need to fill. I got kids and I hate these bills. Got no time to break my will. Live your life with an open mind. I hope it's time to bring this up. If the world's gonna make a change, we'll take the pain and raise it up. You got fight, better flex your rights. It's not alright, don't know what's up. Saying why, you wonder why. This is why we got no trust. You're so anti-rap, anti-rap with all these anti-facts. Hold that thought, let me run this back. You're so anti-race, anti-hate with all these anti-fakes. It's that time to show some faith. Let me talk my ish. I'm the man when it comes to this. Anti-fail, let me earn my wish. There's no salute when you've been dismissed. Yeah, I'm anti-hack. Stay online when you need these tracks. I'm not no act. And a matter of fact, who got my back if I lose these stacks? Yeah, I'm anti-slipping. Nah, I'm anti-tripping. All this winning's in my pedigree. I'm more like Jordan Pippen. Let's go.
Yeah, man, you wrote that one pretty much on the spot with us in
I
Nashville.
did. We were recording Wounds. You asked me if I had something else. I always write music, so that's kind of was on my mind at the time, and it was beautiful to see how it came together, because I remember seeing you and the rest of the team. You guys are literally putting together while I was saying the lyrics and writing the lyrics, so it was just a very cool process.
Well, and it was a growing experience for us, because for you it's somewhat it's largely autobiographical, based on some of your experiences, I think. I mean, if you care to share.
Definitely. You know, I feel, unfortunately, we live in a world where we're judged a lot, based on our skin color, how we dress, how we wear our hair. To me, those are the things that make you special, make you unique. If we can get people to think that perspective more of, hey, yeah, this person looks different, but that also makes them unique and special. So this song was just stop being anti this and that, and let's give more people hugs and love,
Well, that'd be nice.
It would be nice. That's what we're trying to move things with this music.
And we were working on this music. I like to point out, the stuff that you're talking about and the deeper stuff in the song, you were talking about things that were relevant and that happened long before George Floyd was murdered. And I remember when that happened, just after having gone through this process with you and growing, our friendship growing, and just how tragic that was in general. And I can't imagine what that was like for you. And here you'd already given a song about with those kind of things in it, and you're saying, "No, I'm telling y'all." And
I mean, I appreciate that, it hit you like that. I remember getting a text from you, and one, after George Floyd had passed in that incident, you checked on me to see how I felt. It wasn't, George Floyd wasn't something I knew personally, but you knew it affected the Black community. So you knew it was like, let me check on my friend. And even with Sean, same thing, got a text from him. How you doing? How you doing with everything that's going on? So that meant the world to me. Just those small little things that show you care, you recognize what's going on in society, and that we gotta move forward and progress,
I think the whole thing is about progression and how do we respond to those kind of things. And I'm nobody worth listening to in regards to that, but we draw inspiration from seeing other folks respond in a way that is motivated by making things better. I think better for everybody. And a lot of the experiences we've had in creating this concert series have been life-changing for folks like me and us. One of the conversations that I think to often is a conversation that I was blessed to be sitting in on with Canon Mal Rogers in Liverpool. And he told us about his experience with the murder of Anthony Walker. And it's the most horrific story I've ever heard in my life, and it's real. And at the same time, the way that Canon Mal and the community responded to it has changed their world around them, and their world in that community is a better place because of how Canon Mal chose to respond to it. And I remember he kept using the words horrors. He said there are just these horrors that are here, and they're in our reality. And him and his team around him, they had a very tangible angst about them. They were uneasy, and they were settled, and they were motivated to keep going out and making things better. And they were restless, but in a very beautiful way. And I think those events were largely what sparked that. And I wrote a song in response to it, and I hate that the song even exists. But I'm inspired by what those folks did in response to it. This is called Anthony's Song.
It's hard to hear that you lost your life. A fateful night full of inner spite where the hate was ripe. July 2005 was your last day to be alive. Only 18 years old with a soul so deprived. Babysitting, doing good deeds. You never would have guessed where the rest of your story might lead. You were leaving to catch the bus. A couple kids started to fuss and they followed you in a rush, and things turned dangerous. One swing of an ice axe and your lifeline went flat. We would find out later these kids were racist. That's the tragic fact. But here's a promise. You didn't die in vain. Cause Black Lives Matter. We gonna ease some of that pain. Did you know we share the same name? I was born Anthony too, salute to you, now let's refrain from being sad when your life's a celebration. 2006, you got a gift called the Anthony Walker Foundation. Now it's your time to shine. You're to help for all the victims dealing with hate crimes. Educating minds and loving one another is fine, and race should never matter. We should flatter all kinds. Now that's a powerful point of view. Oh yeah. Did you know they named a scholarship after you? And I think it's so cool that even in the afterlife, you can graduate too. Man, it's farewell, but it's never goodbye. We got a movement going on, but I promise I'll stop by. It's farewell, but it's never goodbye. I told you, we got a movement going on, but I promise I'll stop by.
Yeah, Word. Thanks for doing that, man.
Thank you.
Too much of this, you just can't even try to talk about it or explain, and I think that's why we're doing this. I think that in what has been the most uncertain time, at least of our generation, I think that the arts are going to be what helps people heal. So a lot of times when we talk about this process or anything, I just wind up stuttering, and I'm best served just playing, I think.
Well, hey, it's tough, when you're doing songs like this that are emotional. It's hard to, I guess, put that out to the public sometimes of how you feel. But I love what you said. We're using music as a way to talk to everybody at once, to talk to the masses at once. And the beautiful thing with Anthony Walker's story is, though it's sad, we did see some great things that came out of it. His foundation, his scholarship. And like you said, he had people working in his corner that were passionate about his loss. So he just wasn't another Black life that was lost. And you got to remember, this was back in 2005. So people have to understand this has been going on for some time, we have incidents every now and then that really bring it to the forefront. But us talking about it in the music keeps the conversation alive.
Yeah, well, that's the goal. While we're here, if y'all will indulge me, I'd like to take advantage of being in one of the most beautiful cathedrals in the world and having a gorgeous Steinway piano here. I'd like to do one of my favorite songs. And one of the things that I've really enjoyed working with and that always attracted me to the folks in the Episcopal Church is how often they use a rainbow as a symbol of God's love. And to me and mine, we feel that God sends us literal rainbows at some very cool times. And so I'd like to do this song, and I'd like to send it out to my wife, Amanda, who is the best mother in the world, to our two kids, the oldest of which is our rainbow baby. It has been a highlight of our career to be able to be part of this and to do this tonight. We hope this is the first of many, many concerts. We really hope to do these in person very soon. And if you would like to be involved, if you're a creator, if you're a musician, an artist, a poet, please reach out. If you'd like to join us in this concert series, we want to experience your art. We want to see what you're doing and to hear what you're doing, and we want to work with you. So please reach out. Please let us know. If you liked the concert, please let your friends know. Tell them about it. There will be more. If you didn't like it, just please keep that to yourself. And lastly, I'd like to say that for every person you see on stage, there are 2 or 3 behind the scenes here who have gone above and beyond to make this happen. They have converted a wonderful cathedral space into a concert venue, and that is a massive effort with given the circumstances, and a lot of people have worked very hard to make that happen. So thank you guys. And lastly, thank you to the folks at the Episcopal Church for doing this and for allowing us to be part of it. And Wordsmith, it's been a real honor. Thank you so much.
Honor on this side as well. We have a great team over here working with us to make this happen. So thank you. We have such great camera operators here. The Episcopal Church has been so given to us on this space. And like you said, building the venue to this, what you see right now. So just a big thank you to everybody. We appreciate it.
This last song was written by Wordsmith and myself and one of our good friends, Mark Costanzo. We wrote it during what I'm hoping was the worst point of all this mess, probably late summer, early fall. And we wrote it as our prayer for healing in the country and the world. Thank you guys so much, and we hope to see you again soon.
I pray for the mountains, and I pray for the rain, and I pray for the people. I pray to ease the pain. I pray
for a purpose, for a passion, for the marching that we start and when it's time to take action. For the souls, for the sick, for the lives that we lost at the cost of this mission. For the kids, for the crisis, for the knowledge we acknowledge that we gotta live righteous. For the mission, for religion, for the black lives lost at the cost of the system.
I pray for the mountains, and I pray for the rain, and I pray for the people. Lord, I pray to ease the pain. I pray
for the sinners, for the winners, for the love of all genders, to my military members. For the weak, for the strong, for my independent women, to my birth-giving moms. For the mountains, for the rain, for the sun, for the things that'll take away the pain. For the teachers, for the leaders, for the speakers, with a message that'll make us all believers. Push aside the hate, the jealousy, and the envy, and form one family of love. Don't be afraid to give somebody a hug and tell someone that you love them. So repeat after me.